What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, a little while ago, I think it was last week, early last week, I did a story about this young man right here. This guy is Edward Kang, K-A-N-G. And his name and face has been floated around the internet on various social media platforms because he did something I feel is gangster as hell, but still unspeakable. After playing a video game online with somebody in Florida and getting into an argument, we don't know what was said, but it was enough to anger Mr. Kang to where he left New Jersey, shout out New Jersey, and went all the way to Florida. And this guy right here attacked somebody in their home with a hammer. I did this story and it's still hard to believe. This is some gangster mess right here. This guy went to court and cried like a baby in the courtroom. Mom and everybody there on a Zoom call. They're not showing this guy no leniency. I want you guys to take a look at this story. We'll come back and do what we do.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight on First Coast News at 6. I'm Jeannie Blaylock.
And I'm Anthony Austin. Our top story tonight at 6. A man from New Jersey is behind bars, and he faced a judge today after being accused of flying to Florida to attack someone with a hammer. And this was all because of a dispute in an online video game. Rich
Donnelly is on your side. He joins us live now in Nassau County. And Rich, tell us more about what happened in court today.
Well, Jeannie, we could tell you that Edward Kang and his attorneys asked the judge to set bond for his second-degree attempted murder charge after he was accused of flying to Florida from New Jersey and beating a man from Nassau County with a hammer, all because of a dispute during an online video game. The judge denied the motion for bond. Edward Kang stood before a judge in a Zoom call from the Nassau County Jail in a bond hearing for his second-degree attempted murder and armed burglary charges. His mother joined the Zoom call from New Jersey as Kang's defense attorney made the case to release his client from custody.
My client, as I understand it, has no prior criminal record of any kind, not as an adult, not as a juvenile, has never had any contact whatsoever with the criminal justice system.
Prosecutors didn't care about his past before Sunday morning.
He has no ties to the community. He traveled here from New York with the express purpose of committing a crime in Florida in our community here.
Kang was arrested on Sunday. The Nassau County Sheriff's Office says he flew from New Jersey to Jacksonville on Friday to carry out his crimes. This is a picture of the hammer Kang is accused of using in this attack. Store employees at the Ace Hardware on South 8th Street in Fernandina Beach confirmed to First Coast News that Kang bought a hammer at their store this weekend. Employees at the Ocean Coast Hotel also confirmed to First Coast News that Kang booked this room at their hotel and had a checkout date of Sunday, the same day as the attack. Kang could be seen wiping away tears multiple times while the prosecution made its case to the judge.
Attempted murder with a weapon is a first-degree felony punishable by life, and we're asking that you detain him without bond.
As Kang continued to wipe away tears, the judge issued his ruling.
I must order pretrial detention. I believe that no conditions of release or bail will reasonably protect the community from risk of physical harm.
Edward Kang was denied bond and remains here in the Nassau County Jail while he awaits trial after being accused of second-degree attempted murder for attacking a man with a hammer over a dispute in a video game. The county clerk's office says that the state attorney's office could upgrade his charges. Reporting live in Nassau County, Rich Donnelly, First Coast News, on your side.
All right, guys, that's the story of Edward Kang stuck in Florida when his ass shouldn't have been down there in the first place. Now, everybody has different tolerances of, what they can and can't take out of somebody else's mouth. I guess his was to the point where, hey, enough is enough. I'm going to go do what I'm going to do. Cyberbullying can happen at any given time on video games. I said this before, I don't play video games no more, but I remember playing those type of games where, he was playing a fantasy game where like it could be up to 50 to 100 people playing against each other, like a Fortnite type game. They said the game he was playing, I can't remember, I think it was called Arcade or something like that, where, it's kind of like World of Warcraft, where a bunch of people are fighting en masse and you got a bunch of microphones, people can talk. I guess You know what I'm saying? This person kept bothering him, or the person said something he didn't like. Now, I looked at the comment sections in the last video I did about this guy right here, and I was like, what was so bad that set him into a rage to where he spent money to go bust somebody upside their head? And a lot of you guys in the comment section say, well, maybe he said something racist to him. Maybe he said something. Whatever he said, it was disrespectful. Because his reasoning when the police first grabbed this guy, he said he's just not a good person. So maybe it was something about, his nationality or just the way he spoke or anything. Things set people off all the time. But I want to bring up 2 points in this video. First point is this. Bro, you went down there, flew down there, got you a room, got you a rideshare driver, pinged on his address, put a lot of work into doing that. And all that time and effort you did to do that, it could have been something in you that said, hey, you know what? This might not be a good idea. Or in the back of his mind, hey, what if I get caught? Am I ready to accept the consequences? And that's what I have a problem with. That's the first thing. Second thing is this, which comes off of that first thing. You got busted. The plan didn't go through the way you wanted it. Now, the what if happens. You in court. You go up there crying. You're a grown-ass man. You had a calculated plan to go kick some ass or end somebody's life. Don't cry now. Don't. You was gangster enough to go do that. Stand on it. That's the thing. These people do this type of stuff, man, and then they be scared and you get to crying and stuff because they didn't anticipate them going to jail. They only anticipate supreme victory like they playing a video game against an opponent that outmatched against them. And it's a big difference between reality and playing a game. People don't find this funny because they wasn't into your fascination of what drew you to that game, or like your anger that what drew you to hurt that man. I don't know who's right or who's wrong, but I do know this. This guy's in a strange place, Florida. He not from there. Did you hear what they said? Oh, he's not a part of the community or anything. Chip stacked against you. He thought he was going home. His mom sitting up there ready to get him out. Nah, he ain't going nowhere. He's staying here. He flew from Trenton. What he said, Newark, New Jersey, all the way to Florida with the intent of taking somebody's life. Because I don't think he went down there just to hit him a couple of times. If the stepdad wasn't there to jump in, if you guys remember the original story, he would have ended him. You went and got a hammer and beat somebody in their head. They said that dude had staples in his head. So you know he'd split his shit beyond the white meat. And things are what they are. No matter how mad somebody make you and you feel as though you want to do that. Because, people can push you to the limit. But you better be ready to go all the way, even to the point of incarceration. This guy crying like a bitch, I'd be pissed off if I was his dad. Not let him know on the jail phone call. You chose to do this. I'm sure your mom and them didn't know you was doing it. Cold, calculated. You doing what you felt as though the man that you are, had to do. So you want to sit on that. You better not be crying up there. I'm carrying. Man, listen, you know what? I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. This should be a lesson to people that get so angry they can't see the big picture. Sometimes it's better to just leave people alone or just ignore people. And if you can't, play another game. Because trust me, it ain't worth it when you get in there and you never been locked up and then you see yourself around people you wouldn't hang with in the street and you have no chance or choice to get away from them. You're stuck around them. My thing with him, and he's going to do prison time, is do like I did. Hopefully you see it, but you don't let it consume you. You become a part of the environment in jail and have it to where it sticks with you if you make it out or when you make it out. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.